to be there and baby dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit to.
Hello you guys, my name is Allie if you're new here, and today's video is just jam-packed with some deep cleaning. I have some DIY fix-ins in this video, like DIY crafts, dusting, and some fruit prep. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I have been so behind on literally everything. I feel like I am just so overwhelmed and busting at the seams. I do not know how you working moms do it. I don't know. I don't know because I have so much guilt when I work, even though I'm literally doing the same exact schedule as my kids. You know, I go to school with them and come home with them. But I'm telling you, I'm barely hanging on. And I don't even want to come on here and be negative and complain. You know, I'm so grateful to be able to provide a little bit of an income for my family. So don't get me wrong there. But man, I am struggling. And this is something that I don't have to do either. I want to point that out. I want to work part-time. So this has been like a full-time position for the last 2-3 months now. It seems like even taking one day off during the week that I have been doing the last 2 weeks has not been enough, especially with sports. And I think this is the first time all 3 of my kids have been in a sport all at the same time. And this is just going to be part of life, honestly. My kids are going to do sports. They're very athletic. That's how I was growing up. And my husband has always been athletic as well. So that being said, look at how dusty this furniture is. Black is, I love it, but I hate it because it gets dusty after a week. So we are going to dust that real quick. But anyways, that being said, it's been a hard transition for me doing all the things and literally not even having one whole day that I can stay home. Because as a stay-at-home mom and over the summer, you know, we really didn't leave the house very often. I mean, there would be like 4 or 5 days, like we didn't even leave the house, period. So it's definitely a big adjustment for all of us. My kids are tired. They just want to stay home and play, and I totally get it. And now the cold months are approaching, and my seasonal depression is already in full swing almost, it feels like. So if you hear me complain every single video about the weather being cold and my house being a mess and I'm just overflowing with a to-do list, then please don't take it the wrong way. You guys are all my friends and I'm just kind of venting. I am still obsessed with this Fall Leaves by Mrs. Meyer's. If you have not picked it up, please get it if your store still has it. I'm now on the hunt for gingerbread by Mrs. Meyer's for the winter, and I'm on the hunt for it. My Target hasn't put it out yet. Also, with what I said previously, I do not take anything for granted. I know I'm so lucky to have all of the things, but we're still allowed to be human and stressed out. So if you ever need to vent in the comments, let me be your girl to vent to, because I will hype you up. I am everybody's hype girl, and I should have been a therapist because I think I give the best advice. Even if my friends don't listen to me, I think it is solid. Girls, leave me a comment down below. Tell them. I always give my honest opinion, even if it's tough love. But anyways, so how are you guys all doing? If you're struggling like me, then definitely leave a comment and let me know that I'm not alone. I want to say, like, if you have any tips and tricks of how to transition from, you know, being a stay-at-home mom to a working mom to like full force of sports, but my kids' sports is going to end next week. Well, my one son is going to the championship on Sunday, and then my daughter has a competition on Sunday. Then football will be completely over, which is awesome, but then we still have competition cheerleading on the weekends, which if you know anything about cheer competitions, they are literally from like 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. And that's the fun in it. I really love competitions and love watching everybody perform and all of that stuff. But I'm really thankful that those stuff are coming to an end and they will be back next year. But we are coming in full swing to the busy season. I gotta get on it. I gotta get this house in order. I gotta do my first round of decluttering. I like to declutter before the holidays. I do kind of like a once over and get rid of stuff I know for sure that they do not wear or do not play with, or I know okay, they're gonna get a replacement of this because this is worn out or whatever. So I'll go ahead and get rid of that stuff, and then after Christmas, the week after or a couple days after, I will do my second declutter, and then I'll get rid of more stuff so that way the new stuff can fit.
Holding back, I got history. Yeah, yeah. But the way you've been crossing the line, oh, it's something in me that says it's fine. Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright. Never cut it bite, but somehow you make me change. Like I'm better off with you. Like I'm better off with you. Kinda used to these battlegrounds where you flee, you don't stick around, no. But the way you've been giving me time, oh, it's something in me that says it's fine. Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright, never cut it right.
So I'm using this room spray by Scentsy. It's in the vanilla scent and it is so good. I love spraying it on my couch and it will last for days.
Somehow you make me change. Like I'm better off with you. Like I'm better off with you. Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright. Never cut it bite, but somehow you make me change. You make me wanna do better.
So when my kids were young, I ended up taking out all the glass in my frames, and yeah, this is exactly why, because this picture frame fell off the wall because one of my kids had a ball and knocked it down, and we're just gonna hot glue it back together. But it's not a big deal because, you can hot glue it back together, but the glass didn't shatter because there wasn't any glass in it. And then this pumpkin was starting, the stem was starting to come off, so I figured I'd include that in this video because this is kind of like the order I did it in.
Don't know why you make me wanna do better. You make me wanna do better. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like I'm better off with you. Like I'm better off with
I did go to the grocery this day, and I don't know why I didn't film a grocery haul, but I didn't. So I am just tidying up some things that kind of get left out to kind of deal with at a later time. I don't know why I'm like that, but I am.
So sick
This is what I mean by like absolutely drowning and busting at the seams. This seems to be like every single day, and I don't know why. And I hope this mess of a kitchen just brings you all the motivation. I hope you can get up and clean with me, or just sit back and watch, whichever you prefer. Anyone else's husband just constantly have a pile of crap all over the counter that doesn't belong, or like the table or whatever. So I'm just going to put it in this bin and then shove it in his room on his side of the bed so he can deal with it. And honestly, it's been a week and he hasn't, but at least all his things are collectively in a bin and out of my kitchen. So here are some things I use to help make my toilet smell better, because #boymom, and I haven't had them for a while and I definitely noticed, so I got those again. And then this everyday detox tea. Also, this spot in my kitchen has really been a lot of clutter lately. I think I'm going to reorganize the stuff on my counter, or not reorganize it, but rearrange it for Christmas decor. When does everybody want to see Christmas decor? I probably won't even post it until, let's see, at least Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving, but maybe I can find time and do it before. I don't know. I don't want a lot of Christmas stuff out. My house is very small and it tends to feel cluttered. But it's so funny because I call myself the Grinch now, because 2 years ago I would take literally everything down and put all Christmas stuff so it looked like Christmas threw up in my house. And then last year I didn't decorate until after Thanksgiving. It's the first year of my adulthood that I've ever done that. I have always immediately decorated right after Halloween. But since we got our new couch, I just don't feel it. I don't really feel it. We have to rearrange our couch a different way for the Christmas tree, and I'm really liking how it is right now, even though it does kind of feel like it gets messier, maybe because I'm looking at it. I don't know. And then we don't get our Christmas tree until 2 weeks before Christmas, maybe even a week before Christmas, because it's tradition that we get the biggest, fattest tree ever. Even though my house is so tiny, I always wanted a Grinch faux tree, but we go get a tree every year. That's my husband's tradition he wanted to start, because both of us grew up with fake trees, and he always wanted to go cut our own, the own Christmas tree down, so we do that. So I'm thinking I'll do a decorate with me, and then I'll do like getting our tree at a later time. But when I used to decorate and it like threw up Christmas in my house, I took the Christmas stuff down like the very next day. And last year I left it up until January, and that was so nice. Except the tree. The tree did come down the day after Christmas and it went away. I don't know. I feel like my kids are at that weird stage where they're not sure, about what. I'm not going to say it in case if anybody is listening. But it's just not as magical as it was when they were toddlers. And my kids are 6, 8, and 10. I don't know if you guys can relate who have kids that age, but it's just not as magical anymore. And I felt that last year and the year before. And I don't know, I don't want to say like I've turned into a Scrooge or the Grinch, but I'm just like, I don't want all of the craziness anymore. I'm tired of like all the running around on the holidays, and it's kind of like, if you want to see the kids, you guys can come here and see them on different days or whatever. But that's just my thought. We used to run to like 2 to 3 different places a day, and it just gets to be too much.
Kinda simple, kinda wishful about things, and you're kinda simple, but like a pistol, you fire. Sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about the drunk nights, bragging in the glory. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself, and the way of how you dwell, I get it. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself, and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You do it right. Hold me tight when I need it, and you always like what I like we know each other. But sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself, and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You're such a nice guy when you're not.
Now I'm just doing my fruit and vegetable prep. I always either do like baking soda or vinegar. Today I'm just doing baking soda because it was already sitting out. I let it soak for a little bit, and then I will rinse it off pretty good. And then I store all of my fruit and vegetables in either mason jars or glass containers to help keep the freshness. And then I always try to put like a paper towel in there, and it'll absorb like the excess moisture that the fruit gives off. This was really cool. I've never found a pack of variety grapes, or maybe I just don't look or pay attention. But my family, like half of us like green grapes and half of us like the red. Now I've never had the purple, but the purple were pretty good.
Not just talking about yourself, and the way of how you dwell, I get it. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself, and the way of how you dwell, I get it. Don't you get it? Now I'm so tired of hearing all your
I know I've been super chatty this video, but I am going to let the music play off. There's a couple minutes left. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I know there's only one video this week. I actually have 0 videos planned, which since I've started working, I've had at least 2 videos. Like, I've been ahead 2 videos, and now I'm not. I am not ahead at all. This is the last video I have recorded, so I am going to have to get to recording either this week in the evening or this weekend. I'm not sure. I think Saturday I'm going to spend the day and do that. Let me know what everybody's plans are for this weekend. We have trick or treat and football and cheer, and that is about it. Make sure you are subscribed and turn your bell notifications on so you know exactly when I upload, seeing how it's such a crazy upload schedule. I never know when I'm going to upload at this time in my life, which I hope you guys understand that. And I will see you guys in my next video.
You said that you needed me like a cargo, you will carry me. I just hope you know my depth, even though it makes no sense. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the lightning, don't wanna pick a fight with.